What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope everybody's doing well out there on this Wednesday. I'm doing pretty good myself. Nice and warm and sunny. Not too hot, not too cool. You understand? It's just right. I come across this story right here, and basically it's about, as it says, a black pastor calls 911 to report attack, gets arrested. Okay, and wait till y'all see these motherfuckers who did it. Every last one of them looked like some out of the movie. What's that? The Wrong Turn. You know, I know a lot of y'all might have seen that. They had like a little franchise series going with it. Like they had Wrong Turn 1, 2, 3, and 4. You know, and they were some ugly ass, nasty inbred hicks that live up in the hills, I believe, of Tennessee. And they was doing all kinds of shit. You know what I'm saying? Snatching people off the road who would come through, you know, and getting them and torturing them, raping them, and all kinds of shit, you know. But first of all, we're gonna check out this video right here, and then we're gonna get into the commentary. Let's see. This is the pastor right here.
Guys snatched his shirt off and circled around behind me. That's when it really got bad.
Leon McRae says the group started yelling at him.
Racial epithets and the N word and your black life, your MF black life don't make it doesn't make a difference in this county. It doesn't make a difference in me, and we will kill you.
The Edinburgh pastor says he felt his life was in danger.
I got to a point where this is really getting really bad. I couldn't leave. I couldn't do anything. And with the threats, I felt to save my life, I had to draw my gun.
McRae says he pointed the gun to the ground, hoping to get them to back off. He was able to call 911, but by the time Shenandoah County deputies arrived, McRae was the one taken away in handcuffs.
They assaulted me on my own property. They were trespassing on my property, and I pulled a weapon to save my life. I understand, but you banished a weapon, and it's against the law to do that, and we're gonna have to arrest you.
McRae says he had to push to tell his side of the story.
I met with the sheriff. I wrote, after I was arrested, the next day I wrote a letter and asked him for an opportunity to tell my story, which I really had not told.
I want the people of Shenandoah County to know that I and the Sheriff's Office staff appreciate and care about the minority communities, and especially our black community in Shenandoah County. Also, I continue to support and recognize the importance of your constitutional rights, especially your Second Amendment right to protect yourself and your family.
McRae says he could not help but think of what could have happened, especially for somebody else.
If you had another black person on the scene, this happened to them, that did not have the oratory skills that I have, may not have the writing skills that I have, might not be able to articulate what actually happened, man, they really would have some problems. They would probably be in jail.
Where's the audio?
57, 58, 59.
Oh, they messed that video up. Well, let's get into this story right here. As we know, it says here, this happened in Woodstock, VA. Okay, a sheriff has apologized to black pastor who described being arrested when he called 911 on a group of white people who threatened to kill him after trying to dump a refrigerator on his property in Virginia. Okay, Shenandoah County Sheriff Timothy Carter made the apology to Leon K. McRae, Sr. of Woodstock, Friday, announcing. Hang on a second. Let me get that out. Yeah. Okay, announcing hate crime and assault charges against the 5 involved, and saying a weapons charge against the pastor would be dropped. And it rightfully so it should be. Simply because basically, if it had been, I'm sure I would have shot the shit out of every last one of them. I'm just going to be honest about it. Here you dumping trash, your trash on my property, and I say something about it, you want to threaten me, You want to assault me. You never would even got the chance to put your damn hands on me. You'd walk towards me. You understand? And that would have been it. Because I fear for my life, which I have a right to do, in a situation like that. See? But to continue, McCrae described the events leading to his arrest in a sermon to parishioners in Lighthouse Church and Marketplace Ministries International. He said he was visiting an apartment he owns in Edinburgh on June 1st when he noticed a man and a woman dragging a refrigerator from another property into his dumpster. And they became irate when he asked them to leave. McCrae said they threatened him and returned with 3 more people, okay, attacking him physically, saying they don't give a darn about my black life and the Black Lives Matter stuff, and telling him they would kill him. All right, see, that's all I need to know, right? I mean, they had a chance to leave, and don't come back, but they came back. They recruited, other fucking low life, inbred looking, whatever they are, meth head, all methed out looking, These the motherfuckers right here I'm talking about. Donnie Sawyers, Dennis Sawyers, what's that bastard name? Let me see this. I can hardly see it. Yeah, Sawyers. Yeah, Sawyer. Christopher Sharp and Amanda Sawyers. All right. All these, the heels have eyes, moonshine, highway looking hicks right here. Threaten that man, take his life just because he spoke up about them not being able to dump their trash on his property. Okay. To continue, McCrae said they backed up when he drew his legal concealed weapon to save his life, giving him enough time to call 911. Arriving deputies then took his gun while talking with the 5, okay, who continued threatening him and yelling racist epithets at him. And this is in front of the deputies right there. So they already know. They good old boys. Everybody know each other, you know what I mean, and what have you. Yeah, we got a friend on the sheriff's department. We're not worried. And I'm just saying this. See the importance of packing heat. If this man had not had, a gun, a rod of correction, you understand what I mean? I'm most certain we would have heard about the next black man found, maybe hung or beaten to death or whatever. You know what I'm saying? By these lowlifes like this. We gotta combat this, and we can't look at the system to do it. Because as in this case, a lot of people in the judicial system has the same attitude that these deputies had when they came out. Listen to this. The deputies wouldn't let him tell his side. He said instead he was handcuffed in front of the mob for brandishing the handgun and driven away while the group stood with other deputies waving at him as he went down the road. See, this is my point. McCrae said the deputies rushed to judgment, disarming a black male brandishing a gun against 5 white individuals despite his Second Amendment right to defend himself against 5 attackers that tried to take my life. The arrest would not be tolerated if I was white, he added. Okay. This was indeed the most humiliating, dehumanizing, damning, and violating event of my life, McCrae said. I'm a pastor, a decorative 24-year Air Force Master Sergeant, veteran, no criminal records. They don't give a damn about that. That don't mean shit. You got little accolades that that the white system gave you, but what did it mean? To continue here, Daniel Richards Sawyers, Dennis James Sawyers, Farrah Lee Sawyers, Christopher Kevin Sharp, and Amanda Dawn Sawyers are now being held without bond. All right. Sheriff Carter sat down with McCrae 2 days after the incident. He said four of the five were already charged with assault or trespassing. But after hearing from the pastor, he initiated a review that led to additional charges against all five. Carter said he also urged a prosecutor to drop the weapons charge against McCray. As I told Mr. Cray, if I were faced with similar circumstances, I would have probably done the same thing, Carter said. Also, two sheriff's offices supervisor have been placed on unpaid administrative leave while the investigation continues, Carter said. Well, let's get rid of those motherfuckers because see, they don't believe in exacting justice properly. You see. In conclusion, it says here, Attorney Bradley G. Pollock, representing Sharp, told the Wednesday Post that his client and Amanda Sawyers assumed they had permission to dump the refrigerator in McCray's dumpster and return it to their own property after McCray confronted them. The Post didn't report any response by Pollock to the hate crime allegations, and lawyers for the other Sawyers either declined to comment or didn't respond. I want the people of Shenandoah County to know that I and the Sheriff's Office staff appreciate and care about the minority communities, and especially our black communities, the sheriff said, which we heard him say that. But newsflash, people, white people, whatever you want to call yourself, black people are not minorities, okay? That's another lie that needs to be dispensed with. We are way more than some fucking 13% of the population in this country. You see, how the hell can we only be 13% of the population in this country when we were the first people here in this country in the first place? I know y'all have done y'all share of killing off a lot of us, but you just can't stop us because, see, the Most High said he was going to preserve the seed of Abraham, the father of many nations. You understand? What, Jacob and all that. Isaac, was it Jacob, Isaac, and what's the other name? Isaac, Jacob, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay, yeah. Anyway, the Most High said that he was going to preserve their seeds, and we are of their seeds, and that makes us way more than 13% of the population. So, but the thing is this problem with this pink, disgusting, inbred looking, methed out. This right here, man, the world is going to be so much better when we get rid of this element right here. See, you can't change these subhumans. You know, we cannot train them. We cannot teach them. You know what I'm saying? They're beyond repair. They are defective. And when you get something that's beyond repair and defective, you have to throw it out. You know what I'm saying? But like Steely Dan said in IGY, what a beautiful world this will be. What a glorious time to be free. You understand? When these type motherfuckers are gone. That's just the way I feel about it. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this story right here. I'm interested in hearing y'all thoughts, views, and opinions on it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched. Simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.